Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nosa Girl. Today I'm going to show you how to make corn moi moi. Corn moi moi is just like the Nigerian moi moi, but corn moi moi is made with some corn. I feel like I've said a lot of corn moi moi. Anyway, you can also call it corn cake, just like we say bean cake, okay? I don't want the name of the food to be confusing. In my language, my local language, which is Benin, we call it Ekusu, and I don't know what you guys call it in your dialect or your language, but at the end of this video, after watching and knowing what I'm talking about, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you call it in your language. But anyway, corn moi moi is a very delicious delicacy that I grew up eating in Nigeria. My parents had a farm and then we had plenty of corn, and oh my god, I always looked forward to those days where we're going to harvest some corn. So you guys, I don't want to talk too much. I'm going to show you a very special, unique, delicious way of making this recipe today. If you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe and just be a part of what's going on here, okay? All right guys, let's start cooking. The ingredients for today's recipe is very similar with the same ingredients that we use for Nigerian moi moi bean cake. I have some salt here and some seasoning cubes. I also have some crayfish, and for protein, you know, for that chewable effect, I'm going to be using some cooked shrimp and some dried prawn. If you have dried fish or smoked fish or chicken or turkey, you can absolutely use those, you know, anything chewable. Yeah, it adds to the fun. And for my peppers, I'm going to be using these red mini sweet peppers. I always use them in my videos. If you have tatashe, you live in Nigeria, you can use that. This is a jalapeno pepper. I love the unique scent and taste that this thing gives to my food, so I'm going to be using one. And I'm also going to be using the classic Scotch bonnet. This thing is very peppery and I want this meal to come out very spicy hot, so I'm going to be using that. I have some green onions and one red onions. I have palm oil. Yes, you need some palm oil. And also I'm going to be mixing my palm oil with some vegetable oil. You actually don't have to do this, it's just my preference. So yeah, palm oil is actually enough. And the main ingredient is the corn. This is my corn. I have some fresh corn here, and this corn is actually very soft, so because of that I'm going to be using some cornmeal, you know, to thicken it. And this is a cornmeal that I'm using. If you have banana, you can use that. Some people use banana, yeah, but I'm going to be using cornmeal. So I'm going to start off by peeling off the husk or the skin, and after that I will use a very sharp knife to just shave off the kernels, which we also call seeds. And after that is done, I'll transfer into a clean bowl, and then I'll just repeat the same process with the other corn. After I am done with my corn, I will set it aside, and then I will start prepping my vegetables. Here is my green onions. I am just chopping and slicing, and I will do the same thing to my jalapeno pepper and to one sweet red pepper. So yep, I'm just chopping and slicing my vegetables, and I will keep them for later. I am done with my vegetables, and now I'm gonna go back to my corn. We are ready to start blending. So this is the corn. I'm gonna be blending it in 2 batches, and I'm gonna be blending it with all the ingredients that I showed you guys earlier. So in goes my pepper. This is some sweet pepper and some Scotch bonnet, and this is my onions. I actually use half of the onion. This is my crayfish, and this is the dried prawn that I showed you guys earlier. My mom usually do this. She will break off the head of the prawn, because that part has some thorns, you know, that thing we call chuku chuku. So yeah, she usually just breaks that part off and will blend it with the corn. Now you don't want this sticking out in your food, you know, causing discomfort or, you know, causing any kind of accident. So it is better to just break it out and add it into the corn and then blend everything together, and that will take the flavor, the taste to another level. You also want to add some water, just a little bit of water. You don't want it to come out too watery. So yeah, you can add your water bit by bit. Some people like to have their moi moi come out very smooth after blending. Some other people like to have it just slightly blended. I'm going to be using both methods today. Like I said, I'm blending in 2 batches. So the first one is going to come out very smooth, you know, like puree form, and then the second batch is going to come out, you know, just slightly blended. And then of course I added my salt and my seasoning just so that everything will get mixed up very well while blending. So after blending, this is what it looks like. It is not too smooth, it is not too watery, it is not over blended or under blended. I told you guys I'm using 2 methods of blending. So yeah, it has a very soupy consistency right now, which is perfect. So this is my cornmeal. I'm going to be adding 1 cup of cornmeal into the batter. Now some people use banana. The main purpose of this is just to help to thicken the batter, you know, while it is cooking, whether in the pot or in the oven. The kind of corn we have here is very light. It's not like the Nigerian corn, which is actually perfect for making a meal like this. But the kind of corn we have here is very light, very watery, so you need to add either banana or cornmeal or corn flour to help achieve the same texture after it's been cooked. So at this point I am going to add my palm oil. This is about 2 tablespoons of palm oil and 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. It depends on how much the quantity of the cornmeal that you are making. So yeah, after that I mix all that together. I have already added my salt and seasoning cube while I was blending. I'm just going to go ahead and taste for salt. Finally, I am going to introduce my chopped vegetables, my dried prawn, and of course my cooked shrimp. I will give all of that a nice little stir, and then we are moving on to the next stage. These are ramekins. I got this from Amazon. It comes in a set of 24. They are very beautiful, and they definitely make cooking easier, yes, and less messy actually. So yeah, I'm going to be using this to bake my corn moi moi today. I just spray some oil into this just to enable the moi moi to come out of it when it is fully baked or fully cooked. And then I'm going to be scooping in the batter into the bowls. You don't want to put too much of that. You want to give it enough room for each one to cook individually. And after that, I'm going to cover it up with a foil paper, put it in the oven and let it cook for about 40 minutes. I have already heated up my oven to 350 degrees, so it is ready to receive the corn moi moi right now. And I cooked for 45 minutes. I kept checking from time to time just to make sure it was not burning and to make sure it was cooking well. After 45 minutes, this is what we have. You guys, you can see the color is popping. It is looking so yummy and delicious, and that's exactly how it tastes. So you want to let it cool down, and after it has cooled down, then you can really enjoy your corn moi moi. I am going to do a taste test right now in my kitchen. Just look at that, you guys. Look at that. 1 spoon from this corn moi moi is full of all the goodness and mercies and everything wonderful you can think of. It came out so yummy. Oh my goodness. And you guys, you have to be careful, because if you are not, you can finish a whole pot of this thing in no time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Give it a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. If you made a recipe like this, you can share with me on Instagram. My handle will be up there somewhere. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.